Kaifa Halik viewers, welcome to today's episode of Load Shedding, the show that focuses explicitly on the current affairs pertaining to the continent of Africa. Today we shall be focusing on a positive topic. My name is Kees Kibinda. The ECOWAS members proved to the world that Africans can definitely deal with African problems. And with that, of course, I'm referring to the situation in the Gambia, where Yahya Jammeh was ousted and Adama Barrow was brought in as the rightful president without any bloodshed. In that train of thought, it is therefore very heartwarming to see that the AU has re-accepted Morocco as one of its members, and now the tally is up at a membership of 55. So we know that Morocco was a member of the Organization of the African Union, which is the predecessor of the African Union. So how come they did not follow through in becoming members of the AU as well? You see, the AU has 54 countries, or 54 member states, which is kind of strange because there's only 54 countries in Africa, but Morocco isn't in it, or wasn't in it until recently. So how can we have 54 members? Well, the story therein lies in the Western Sahara region. The Western Sahara region was a former colony of Spain, and in 1975 Morocco annexed that region and made it part of Morocco. However, this region wanted to be independent and wanted to be known as the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. And the Polisario Front managed to break themselves free somehow, in a way, and join the African Union, or the Organization of the African Union. Upon which, in 1984, Morocco decided to leave the Organization of the African Union in protest of that organization recognizing the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. King Mohammed of Morocco has been campaigning to join the African Union since last year, 2016. And this was met with an overwhelming support as they're now members of the African Union. However, behind closed doors, some people have voiced some concerns with regards to the motive as to why Morocco wants to join the African Union. You see, they think that Morocco wants to join and gain access to the African Union, and then from within try to get enough votes or support in countries ceasing to recognize Western Sahara as a sovereign state. Now, it has been said that upon the application letter that King Mohammed sent to the African Union last year in 2016, he sent a very lengthy letter proclaiming as to why they want to rejoin. A motion was also sent to the chair at the time of removing the Western Sahara from the African Union. And this motion did not come from Morocco itself, by the way. But I can gladly tell you that the African Union has made its stance that they really want to keep Western Sahara and Morocco in the African Union. So what's the Western Sahara stance on Morocco joining the African Union? Well, I can tell you that the Foreign Minister, Mohammed Salem Ould Salek, said that the readmission was a positive step for the people of Western Sahara. So naturally, a majority voted Morocco into the AU, but there were 9 countries that voted against this. Of these 9 countries, I could only find 6 that voted against. So if you can tell me which of those are, that would be great. Please put it in the comment box below. The countries that I did find, however, were Zimbabwe, Mozambique, South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Algeria. Now, I know that Zimbabwe was staunchly against it because Robert Mugabe has a very strong voice in this, where he says that Morocco should not be allowed into the AU unless they accept that Western Sahara is a separate entity of its own. It should be a sovereign state of its own. He says that we who strongly have fought for independence for our countries, our respective countries, and have felt that pain of having lived under a colonizer, are strongly against a state joining that clearly wants to be a colonizer of another sovereign state. This should not be allowed, and therefore the AU should not accept such a country into the AU because there's rules and regulations that should be adhered to, and clearly they have not. So what do I think of Morocco joining the African Union? Well, I can tell you this. From an economic standpoint, it totally makes sense. You see, Morocco is the last frontier before entering into Spain, which is the gateway to Europe. And in order for the whole continent of Africa to reap those benefits from that, there needs to be peace and stability in the region. Now, another point is unity. African Union, the whole name itself says it. In order for the whole union to be strong, all members or all member states or all countries in Africa need to be a member of it in order to keep that strong bond. And this is something that the African Union finally has accomplished. And mind you, not even the EU has managed to make all the European countries a member of the EU. So Africa is a step ahead in that sense. Granted, there's still a long way to go for the African Union to really show what it's capable of. But this is a great step. Another reason why I think it is good that Morocco joined the AU is this. The problem or the situation that is going on between the Western Sahara and Morocco is that it is an African problem, and it can only be solved by an African solution. We should no longer be looking towards the West in order to solve our situations, because we know our problems better than any other, and it is up to us to fix that. And that we were able to do that with ECOWAS going in to the Gambia and taking out Yahya Jammeh and putting in Adama Barrow without any bloodshed proves that we are truly capable of doing this. So yes, I think it is a great step that Morocco has joined the African Union and has come back home where it belongs. So viewers, tell me, what do you think? Do you agree with me that it is great that Morocco has joined the African Union so that there can be a debate and a discussion between both the Western Sahara and Morocco in order to finding a solution to the ongoing problem? Or do you think there must be another way that should be led? And if so, please let me know in the box below as to what you think should happen. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to me on both YouTube and Facebook, and you can follow me on Twitter. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. My name is Kees Kibinda. Goodbye.